Howdy-ho, friends. It has been a while, actually quite some time. And here in the Midwest, we've had nothing but freaking flooding. And we went from floods into a heat wave, and it just everywhere I want to go is closed at the moment. Last Tuesday, I went down to the river to see if I could access some of my hiking spots. Guess what? Yep, still flooded, still everywhere is closed. I didn't want to have that day to be a total wash, so I came out here to the Rip Trail to at least log in a couple trail miles. Now, let's do the weather conditions real quick. Right now, it is 75 degrees, a high of 82, low humidity, and a slight wind coming out of the north. After about 1 o'clock, we're supposed to have some clouds come in, a slight chance of rain. Now, that brings us to what's about to happen next. I've been inspired by, well, that's pretty cool. Got sidetracked. I've been inspired by Rajesh of Smelling Roses, Bud of Caveman Outdoors, and a couple of my friends on Facebook. And of course, don't forget the one and only Kenneth Cram to grab my bike and go for a ride. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I have not rode a bike, and I want to say, oh God, darn near 6 years or so, maybe. It could have been longer, it could have been shorter. What I'm going to attempt to do, this ought to be pretty darn interesting, is I want to hop on the Rip Trail and ride all the way to the south end, which is that way, and then I want to ride all the way to the north end. Fun fact, going south, that is all uphill. So if something happens to the bike and I have a malfunction or I get tired, I can coast back down here. We're at the northern end of the trail. In fact, from here, and let's turn around there, to the tunnel right there, and here is the trailhead where the mountaineers parked. It is about 1 mile from here to the end of the trail. Yeah, that's where I hiked last week. I went from this all the way down to the end. All right, so let's go hop on the bike and see what happens. Let's take a quick look at my mode of transportation for today. It is a Kanishki Monitor, and I bought it at Bike Shack, and it's been so long I have no freaking clue what I paid for it. It is a hybrid. Basically, it is made for street and light trail use. As you can see, the tires are just not big enough for off-roading, as I found out a long time ago. We got the Pantera bags on back, and then I'll show you what's inside them a little bit later on. And of course, we have the big butt seat, because I have a big butt. And we're going to be using the Contour ROM camera. Yep, that's a Contour. Yeah, that's a Contour ROM camera to do some footage as we ride. And of course, as always, Elizabeth will be tracking us.
Monitoring started.
We are 3 miles in, and I'm freaking feeling the burn. This seat and my special area are not getting along. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to raise it up a couple notches. That way my feet are extended differently to make it more comfortable. Yeah, we've already finished off 16 ounces of water. Important safety tip: do not try to grab a bottle of water and drink it if you haven't rode a bike in a long time. If you can see it, there, where'd you go? Where is it? 4.5 miles in. The seat adjustment has helped quite a bit. The back of my heels are still hitting the Pantera bags. I need to figure out, or Pantera bags, whatever you want to call these things. You know what? We're just going to call them saddlebags for the rest of the day. So I think this needs to be scooted back a little bit. Just took another water break. I think it's time to switch shirts because I'm starting to sweat my butt off. Friends, we're at the end of the road. We can go no further. The Rip Trail cuts off right here. You know what? We made really good time. It's actually mind-blowing how fast I'm moving on this bike compared to what I would be doing on hiking. Finally getting used to working the gears. That way I don't have to stress my legs out. You know what? Let's hit the road a little bit, and I'll show you where the Rip Trail picks up from this point. But first, we're going to turn my little flashy light on I put on here for safety. Oh, come on, you were working last night. There it is. Come on, flash. There we go. Just for safety's sake. Don't want to get ran over. I've gone as far as we can on the road. If we go any further, we would be in a business parking lot and we would be trespassing. But if you see right there, that tree line is, you cut through there and go down again, you would be back on the Rip Trail and you would be heading, oh my Lanta, south towards, I think you go through Greenwood and then it finishes at, is it Pleasant Hill, Missouri? Yeah, Pleasant Hill, Missouri from here. All right. Next, I think we're going to ride around and then get back on the trail and stop somewhere and take a brief break and refill my water. I'm feeling pretty good. I thought I'd be more winded, but honestly, I'm not.
6.5 miles. Average speed 165 yards per minute equal to 5.6 miles per hour. Last takeover. Distance 0.5 miles. Average speed 201 yards per minute equal to 6.8 miles per hour.
I'm kind of moving pretty freaking fast for the first time on my bike. I'm impressing myself. Okay, let's turn off the flashy light. We don't need it anymore. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on, stop. That's cool. Huh. And yeah, we're out of water. Or about out of water. So what I've done, okay, this kickstand on this bike is just not cooperating with me. Put you right here for the moment. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Okay, it's not gonna fall. I've got these two stainless steel containers filled with water, and they're definitely more than 16 ounces. I put them in the refrigerator last night. Then I wrapped them with this towel to keep my water cold. And we'll just refill that water bottle right there. I'm not hungry yet. I probably should eat a carb bar. You know what? I'm going to hold off until we get down a little bit further. We're going to take a little break at this rest stop. Actually, this is a little spur trail that goes onto the Rock Island Trail, or the Rip Trail. We've got a nice little sitting bench here. Let's pull up our stats and see how far we've gone. 8.8 miles in an hour and 35 minutes. That is fast. It would take me several hours to hike that. Incredible. Here they have a little bit of history of the trail. They've got some of the trail markers here. They talk about the mile markers and all that. And of course the trail's not finished. We are here. This is where we stopped. And then the old Rip Trail that I hiked follows this creek all the way through here, then picks up into Pleasant Hill, Missouri. And actually, we could probably carry, okay, we're not going to talk that now. All right, so the trail goes on down. Here is the valve tunnel, and then it stops right after that. Whoops, sorry. The next phase of the project is supposed to go from the valve tunnel all the way down through here to Truman Sports Complex, actually Arrowhead Stadium, so on and so forth. But the railroad tracks continue through here, and they follow this creek. Then eventually you end up at the Missouri River. So that part is still being done. And this is just a more close-up area of the map. This talks about distances right here. Another map right there. What's going on, brother? And we're going to go around to this other side. And then here is a picture or an aerial view of the map. That's where we are right there. And then there's just another spur trail here. And just some more history of the area. We've made it to the end of the trail. We can go no further north. Right there's the trail entrance. And if we cross Brickyard Road, you can see the tracks pick up from here. And from here starts what I call the Possum Run Trail that goes into the Little Blue Trace Trail that goes into the Little Blue River Run Trail. That'll take us all the way to the Missouri. Let's get across this road. I was kind of wanting to do some road riding. And there's a small town down there we can get to. It's pretty cool. But this tire is really concerning me. I have a pump. I do have extra inner tubes, but that's not good. I'm not sure what's going on with that rim. So I think what we're going to do is go back to the valve tunnel, stop for a minute, and assess the situation in a nice, cool place. I've decided to call it on our adventure. That tire is really concerning me a bit, and honestly I'd like to get back to the shop where I can see if there's what's going on with it. Yeah, I could have bent the rim or something. It's coming out of both sides there. The rim don't look bent. I don't know, I still want to double check though, just to make sure. Of course, the tires are pretty freaking old. Alright, let's go see our stats real quick. I've already took the saddlebags off.
Minutes. Distance 14.5 miles. Average speed 155 yards per minute equal to 5.3 miles per hour. Last takeover. Distance 16 yards. Average speed 3 yards per minute equal to 0.1 miles per hour.
Talk about coming in at the right time. So elevation change was only 809 foot. We've only been on the trail for 2 hours, 45 minutes. We did 14.5 miles.
Monitoring stopped.
Let's pull up the map. Okay, you see where this is going south? That's when I went through the Val Tunnel right there. The GPS has no clue where I'm at when I do that, but that's where it ended. This is where we currently are at the trailhead, and that's where we turned around at. So all in all, it's a pretty freaking good day. Let's go ahead and shut this down. If that tire wouldn't have gone south on us, I probably... Let's turn all this off. Yeah, we can get that in a minute. I probably would have went down and see if we could have connected at least to the Possum Run Trail, because from the end of where we stopped at to the little blue trace trails is about 9 miles, and I wanted to see if we could have done that, but with a bad tire, I don't think that's going to be a very good idea. Well, friends, I'm going to wrap this video up. Hopefully soon I can get back on the Missouri River and get started with some of my projects. I'm so far behind at the moment, but I don't see that happening for a while. So there might be a couple more bike adventures in the future. I'm not sure, but comments are more than welcome. Heads up, it will take me a while to get back to them because of my work situation. And like always, friends, thanks for watching.